that ended in the Shahada, of course. Very emotional. So my name is Arnoud Van Doorn. I'm 47 years old. I come from I'm Dutch. I'm born in the Netherlands and I'm raised in the Netherlands. I come from a Christian background. I was raised as a Christian with all the norms and values that come with it. And a lot of people say, I think it's hard to convert from a Christian to Islam. I don't think that's the case, because if you are a Christian, you are familiar with the discipline that comes with being religious. We share only one God. We recognize the prophets, and if you call them Jesus or Isa, we are from the same book of Abraham. So for me, the step from a Christian to a Muslim is not that big. I think it's much more complicated if you're an atheist or a non-believer, and then you become a Muslim. I think that. How did I become a member of the PVV from Geert Wilders? That's a question that a lot of people are asking me. I never was an Islamophobe. I was really critical about Islam. I had all the prejudiced feelings that a lot of people in the Netherlands and the West have, like Islam is violent, it's oppressing women. They're all terrorists and all this, rather dumb ideas about Islam. It's ignorance, but that is not an excuse. It's not an excuse for other people. It's not an excuse for me. But I was already a member of the Hague City Council for a local party, so I was familiar with the political structure, with the political work. Why Islamophobia? Why did it grow so much, and why is it growing so much in the Western countries, especially in the Netherlands? I'm not sure about it, but I think there are several reasons. We have the crisis, and people are we know that from the history that it's very easy to create scapegoats, and in this case, I think the Muslim community in the Netherlands is the scapegoat for the crisis, and they say everything is because of them. We have a lot of crime. It's also because of them. It's because of Islam. Islam is evil, and even politicians and media are using these feelings to create, they want to create an enemy, and they are succeeding in it. And how did I become from a very critical person, very critical about Islam, actually to convert to Islam? I was within the PVV for maybe 3 years, and then I was having some doubts. People are talking to me, Muslims, and they said, you're wrong about Islam. Actually, it's a very peaceful religion, it's a very wise religion. And I thought, yeah, right, of course, you're supposed to say that, but it's not the truth. But still, something inside of me was like, this is not good, something is wrong. I want to know more about this, if it's really that evil. And I started to read not only the things what I was supposed to read, that's the propaganda from the PVV, but I was reading for myself, and I started to read the Quran. I was reading about Sunnah, about Hadith, and I thought, there are so many wise and beautiful things in all this information, so it can't be really that bad. And I was getting more and more curious about Islam. And finally, a colleague of mine in the Hague City Council, he is also a Muslim, he invited me to come to the mosque in the Hague. And I thought, oh no, I don't want to go to a mosque because it's dangerous and it's all violent, and they want to attack me, and ridiculous ideas, of course. But he convinced me to come with him, and I've been to the mosque, and I was really surprised. I thought they probably hate me, but they were very friendly. I've really felt welcome right away, and I was invited, and we had a long conversation. I think I arrived in the morning, about 11 o'clock in the morning, maybe 12, and I've been there till 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. So that was not what I've expected. I thought, oh, we have a short conversation, and I will see that I'm right about Islam, and they're all, you know, evil people, and then I'll leave, and I think, okay, I was wrong. But something happened, as I told you before. I don't know exactly what happened, but something inside, it's hard to explain, said to me, this is actually a wise religion, this is a beautiful religion, this is very peaceful. And when I was in the mosque, I really had a warm feeling, and I didn't surprise it, and I was a bit confused. And later today, in the evening, I went home, and my head was full of information, and a lot of doubts, and I was really confused. I didn't sleep for a night. And then the next morning, I thought, well, I have to go back. And I went back to the mosque, and we had another conversation. And then I was starting to read, and to learn, and to speak with a lot of scholars and other Muslims. And during this process, it would have taken maybe 6-7 months. I started out of curiosity, but in the end I thought, it's not only curiosity, this is something beautiful, it's something that fits me. And that was really something I didn't expect to happen. But it did. And after 2 months, I quit the PVV, party of Geert Wilders, and I said, this is not my place, I'm not supposed to be here. What I've done was wrong. And I quit. And that was a big step, because at that moment I didn't have any job, I had no income, and I went home on my bike, and I sat on the couch at home. I thought, what have I done? I have nothing, I've left my job, there is no way I'm going to get another job, because you're too familiar, people know you, and but I thought, I don't care. I felt strong at that moment, and this inner strength was growing and growing and growing in the months coming, and it felt like a warm blanket, basically. The more I was reading about Islam, the more I was studying Islam, the more I was talking with other Muslims, the more it felt like, this is me. And that ended in the Shahada, of course. Very emotional moment in the mosque in The Hague. I was there alone with only the Imam, and I was really emotional. I actually had some tears, and from that moment, well, I was a Muslim. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. At this moment I am also trying to establish in the Netherlands a youth organization. I want to organize seminars and discussions and a lot of information that is easily reachable for young people, for children, from the age the youngest groups that we have, they are about 7-8 years old, Muslims and non-Muslims, until the age of 20, 22, 25. Most of them are within the age of 12 and 18, and so that's the age that they are really interested in new information. But I'm not a very important person, of course not. It's not about me. I'm just a humble instrument in the hands of Allah. But still, I think if I can tell my story to people like you, to other people, to non-Muslims, to young people, and to other people, I hope and I think that we can bring the message about the true Islam.